Okay, so hello guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Yanis, and in this video series I'm going to review some occult books for beginners. Okay, the reason I'm doing these videos is because when I first started my journey in magic, it was around 6 years ago, I had trouble finding info about books and which books are suitable for me or not. I hope these videos will help someone that is starting now on his journey in magic. I won't go into great detail about what the books is all about. I'm just gonna give you a brief review of the books. All the books I'm gonna review in this video series are gonna be books that are safe for a beginner, so you don't have to worry that if you mess up, something really bad will happen to you. No, these books are all safe. Let's start then. The first book. The Secret History of the World. Okay, so in the first few videos, I'm not gonna go straight into books that are for magic, but I think when you start your journey, you need to read a few books to understand how the subconscious mind works and how the mind works and what's the history of magic. I think you need to know a few information before we go on the more magic specific books. Okay, one of these books, it's The Secret History of the World by Jonathan Black. It's one really nice book. Okay, so let's read what it says here on the back. How will the world end? Is the Antichrist coming, or is he already here? Jonathan Black considers all these questions and many more in this fascinating new edition, which will change the way you see the world. From mystic revelations to esoteric codes, here is a history of the world based upon the beliefs of the secret societies, a radical reinterpretation of human existence, and a view of the world previously hidden for us. The startling revelations that form the core of this book show the world as deeply strange and mysterious, filled with secrets and codes, with humanity at the heart of a cosmic riddle. Okay. Graham Hancock, best-selling author of Fingerprints of the God of Supernatural. Okay. Yeah, The Secret History of the World. So let's have a look inside the book. Have here a few recommendations about the author. Yeah, I forgot to mention that this book has also very nice drawings. It's a quite big book, not really big from dimensions, but yeah, I can see we don't count the enlargements, we have 577 pages, so it's quite big book. Okay, so let's see the contents of the book. Preface, introduction. Okay, so in the beginning, God peers at his reflection, the looking glass universe. A short walk in the icy woods, imagining ourselves into the minds of the ancients. The Garden of Eden, the Genesis Code, Enter the Dark Lord, the Flower People. Lucifer, the Light of the World, the Apple of Desire, A War in Heaven, the Secrets of the Days of the Week. The Gods Who Loved Women, the Nephilim, the Genetic Engineering of Humankind, the Fish Gods, the Original History of the Origin of the Species. Very interesting indeed. The Assassination of the Green King, Isis and Osiris, the Cave of the Skull, the Palladium. The Age of Demigods and Heroes, the Ancient Ones, the Amazons, Enoch, Hercules, Theseus and Jason. The Sphinx and the Time Lock, Orpheus, Daedalus, the first scientists, Job solving the riddle of the Sphinx. The Neolithic Alexander the Great, Noah and the Myth of Atlantis, Tibet, Raman's Conquest of India, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. The Way of the Wizard, Zarathustra's battling against the powers of darkness, the life and death of Krishna, the Shepherd, the dawn of the Dark Age, getting the grips with matter, Imhotep and the age of the pyramids, Gilgamesh and Enkidu, Abraham and Melchizedek. Okay, sorry for my pronunciation, I'm really bad on that. The descent into darkness, Moses and the Kabbalah, Akhenaten and Satan, Solomon, Seba and Hiram, King Arthur and the crown chakra. Reason and how to rise above it, Elia and Elisha, Isaac, Esoteric Buddhism, Pythagoras, Lao Tzu. The mysteries of Greece and Rome, the Eleusinian mysteries, Socrates and his daemon, Plato as a mongoose, the divine identity of Alexander the Great, the Caesar and Cicero, the rise of the monkey, the Son God returns, the two Jesus children, the cosmic mission, the crucifixion in South America, the mystic marriage of Mary Magdalene, the tyranny of the fathers, the Gnostics and the Neoplatonists, the murder of Hypatia, Attila and Shamanism, a touch of Zen, the age of Islam, Muhammad and Gabriel, the old man of the mountains, Harun al-Rashid and the Arabian Nights, Charlemagne and the history Parsifal, Santres Cathedral, the wise demon of the Templars, the prophecies of Joachim, the loves of Ramon Lull, St. Francis and the Buddha, Roger Bacon, Moggs, Thomas Aquinas, the Templars, Warwick, Baphomet. Fools for Love. I'll just go through them a little bit quicker now. The Green One Behind the Worlds, the Rosicrucian Age, Occult Catholicism, the Occult Roots of Science, yeah. Isaac Newton, the Secret Mission of Freemasonry, yeah. The Age of Freemasonry, the Mystical Sexual Revolution, Illuminati and the Rise of Unreason, the Mystic Death of Humanity, 28 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's it basically. Yeah, a lot of information on this book, a lot of information. It's a really nice book, a very good read. It's not, it doesn't have to do with magic as I said, but it has some really nice cool things to say, and why not believe in many of them? Some people think it's crazy, but sometimes it does make sense. So this book, it's a light read, as I would say. It's if you are walking in the park, you go in the park and you want something to read, you're sitting drinking a coffee and you want something to read. It's a very interesting book. It has some very peculiar views of how the world was created, and also, as I said before, it has some really nice drawings. It's magnificent. Again, as I said, it's not a book about magic, but it's a book, a very good introduction to the occult and to history, and I would suggest to give it a go before going into the deep magical texts. Really nice drawings. Quite a big book, so it would take you a while to finish it, and it has also quite a lot of information there too. Sphinx, Alexander the Great. Really nice. Yeah, when I was reading this book, I really enjoyed it. It took me a while to finish, but I really enjoyed reading this book. It was one of my favorites, and It's also a cheap book. It's not very expensive. All of the books that I will review in this series are the cheapest physical version that I can find. I know some people like hardcover books with fancy hardcovers and expensive materials. That's not my goal. I prefer to get the knowledge, even though if the book it's just a used book. I mean, you can remember correctly, this book I bought it used, so but it did the job, yeah. The knowledge is there, even if it's in a fancy hardcover or a little bit used condition. The knowledge is there. I don't buy books to show them to people or to show them anywhere. I buy them to read them. Again, my preference is to have the physical copy of books. I know that the cheapest versions are the Kindle versions, but when I buy books in Kindle, I tend to forget that I have them, and it feels like that I don't own them in a way. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit old for getting Kindle editions of books. I prefer the hard copies. I prefer to have the book into my hands. I prefer to view the book in my library, and when I feel it, take it and read it from there. As I said, if you don't mind getting books and reading them in a tablet, I mean, getting the Kindle editions, it's the cheapest way you can purchase these books, but it's not on my taste. Not my taste. Yeah, very nice book. Very nice book. One of my recommendations. Definitely. A lot of knowledge. And as I said, one of the best drawings that I've seen in a book. Alright, so yeah, this is my review of The Secret History of the World. Very nice book, really nice book. Thank you for watching my video. If you like, please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button. Thank you very much. Stay safe and see you again. Bye.